Have you ever wondered which AI is actually smarter, Claude Fable 5 or Sol 5.6? The answer might surprise you, it's not about which one is universally smarter. Comparing these two AI models is like comparing two sports cars from different brands. One might accelerate faster on a straightaway, while the other handles mountain curves with precision. Neither is objectively smarter, it depends on what you're actually doing. Before we compare them, let's understand what we're actually looking at. Language models are AI systems trained on billions of words to predict and generate human-like text. Think of them like highly advanced autocomplete but capable of writing essays, debugging code, and explaining complex ideas. So what does smart actually mean when we're talking about AI? It's not one single measure. Instead, we need to look at how these models perform on specific tasks. Claude Fable 5 excels at reasoning and deep thinking. It can work through multi-step problems, explain its logic clearly, and handle complex analysis. Sol 5.6, by contrast, prioritizes speed. It returns answers faster, making it ideal for real-time applications. Let's break down what makes each model unique. Claude Fable 5 shines in research analysis, educational tutoring, creative writing with depth, and multi-step problem solving. These tasks all benefit from deeper reasoning. Sol 5.6 strengths are customer support chatbots, code generation with fast iteration, real-time applications, and tasks where quick responses matter more than deep analysis. There's another important factor, context window. This is how much text or conversation history an AI can remember at once. A larger context window lets the AI reference earlier parts of long documents or maintain richer conversation history. When we look at standardized benchmark tests, the picture becomes clear. Claude Fable 5 typically scores higher on reasoning tasks and complex problem solving. Sol 5.6 excels at code generation and certain specialized tasks. Speed measurements matter too. Sol 5.6 can respond to customer support queries in under 1 second on average. Claude Fable 5 takes a bit longer but delivers more nuanced, thoughtful responses for complex questions. Let's trace through how you'd choose between them. First, identify your primary use case. Then, prioritize what matters most: speed, reasoning depth, cost, or specialization. Finally, test both with your specific requirements. Let's see this in action. Imagine you ask both models a complex question. Claude Fable 5 takes a moment but breaks it into steps, explaining each part of its reasoning. Sol 5.6 answers almost immediately with a solid response, but with less detailed explanation. For content creation and writing, Claude Fable 5 produces richer, more thoughtful prose with better narrative flow. Sol 5.6 generates functional content quickly, which is great for bulk content needs or fast turnaround projects. For software development, both excel but differently. Claude Fable 5 writes cleaner, more optimized code with better documentation. Sol 5.6 generates code faster, allowing for quicker iteration and prototyping cycles. Cost is another consideration. Sol 5.6 typically costs less per request. Claude Fable 5 costs more but may reduce your overall expenses if it solves complex problems in fewer iterations. For customer support, Sol 5.6 is the clear winner. Fast response time keeps customers happy, and it handles the majority of routine inquiries efficiently. For research and deep analysis, Claude Fable 5 is your tool. Its reasoning capability means fewer follow-up questions and more comprehensive insights on the first pass. Under the hood, both models use similar transformer architecture, but they're fine-tuned differently. Claude Fable 5 is optimized for reasoning chains and multi-step thinking. Sol 5.6 is optimized for inference speed and throughput. If we score both models across key dimensions reasoning, speed, cost, accuracy, and specialization, we see neither wins across the board. It's a trade-off matrix where your needs determine the winner. Here's how an AI thinks through a complex question. Claude Fable 5 shows its work. Thought: break the problem into parts. Action: reason through each part step by step. Observation: check if my logic is sound. Then provide the answer. Sol 5.6 operates similarly but prioritizes speed. It uses pattern matching from its training to recognize the problem type and retrieve the answer quickly, rather than working through every step visibly. So here's the real framework for choosing. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Do I need deep reasoning or fast responses? 2. What's my budget and volume? 3. What's my primary use case? Your answers point you to the right model. The key takeaway: AI smartness isn't universal. The best AI is the one that solves your problem efficiently and cost-effectively. Choose Claude Fable 5 for depth, reasoning, and complex analysis. Choose Sol 5.6 for speed, cost-effectiveness, and real-time applications. Or use both, they complement each other perfectly for comprehensive AI strategies.